Up next will be all the vehicles and tools. So here are all the new vehicles and tools, guys. So first of all, we start off with the adjustable weight, which is one slot on console. It's $1,500 to buy, and you can adjust the weight starting at 1,000 kilograms up to 1,400, 1,800, 2,200, 2,600, 3,000. So it just adds the different weights as plates as you go up. And then you have a main color, anything on that palette. So if you had JCB, you could have it JCB yellow to match your tractor. Or same if you had class tractor. So that's pretty cool. And that's the adjustable weight. Up next is the Bale Spike. It is $700, will take 2 slots on console. You can have the options on it are 2 spikes or 4 spikes. Up to you. It will fit a front loader, a telehandler, a skid steer or a wheel loader. So it will fit every loading vehicle you can get. Main color, anything on that palette. So we could have it Case IH red, black spikes to match your case tractor if that's what you want to go for. Totally up to you. But that is the PBC E58 Lizard Bale Spike. After that we have the Bale Fork. One slot on console, $600 to buy. There are no options, it comes as it is, and it looks like it is a front loader tool only. So yeah, just a basic Bale Spike. After that we have the Bergmann Tsw 7340S. I used to use this in Farming Simulator 19. Because it has a massive capacity and spreads both manure and lime at 24 meters and holds 28.5 thousand liters of lime, which is pretty good. 300 horsepower to tow this. You need a fairly beefy tractor. $92,500 to buy for the base model, and it will use 7 slots on console. We do have wheel options with Trailerborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trailerborg, and all of them just have wide or standard, whichever brand you go for. Next option is we can have no movable sides, a right movable or left movable side. We can have beacons on the back or no beacons. And then you can change the main color to anything on that palette, rim color anything on that palette, and obviously your license plate option there as well. Okay, after that we have another Case IH 7200 series. Takes 15 slots on console, goes up to 276 horsepower and travels at 40 kilometers per hour. That's it, guys. Configuration, we have nothing, 500 kilogram weight, 900, 1300, 1700, 710, 1250, then a 3-point link on the front. We have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trailerborg. Plenty of wheel setups for all of them. You have different bonnet designs. You have A1, which is what we've got. We've got 1B, which puts those black grills on the side. 2A takes the lights and the grills away. 2B adds the grills again. Then we've got 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, back to 1A. I like that one personally. Fender Choice, we have the squared off sort of fenders or the rounded fenders to sort of follow your tyre a bit better. And then we have the Magnum 7210 for 155 horsepower, the 7210 Pro for 170 horsepower, the 7220 for 188, 7220 Pro for 190, 7230 for 207, 7230 Pro for 214, 7240 for 234, 7240 Pro for 239, 7250 for 249, 7250 Pro for 261. Not bad horsepower. Then you have rim colour of grey or white, and then your license plate option as well, and 88,000 for your base model. Up next is the Case Ih Puma 140 185. It'll take 8 slots on console. So we have Lizard, Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredestein and Nokian tyres as the tyre options. This thing has a ton loads of options. So you have wheel setups, there's that many to go through. If you get this, you can flick through them yourself because there's a lot of different tyre options. Or wheel setups. Design 1 changes your flares and the way your exhaust sits. So design 1, you got small flares, bigger flares, then your mufflers. So it just changes them, so you can mix and match however you want. Design 2 changes the interior. So design 1, you got the monitor up on the bar, then it's down on the console, up on the bar again with a sunroof, down on the console with a sunroof, and then back to standard. Design 2 gives you wide or short mirrors, whichever one you go for. I like the wides myself. Next design is you have beacons or no beacons. So you have no beacons, no beacons and front fenders, beacons and front fenders, or back to standard. The next design is your tinted windows. So you got 3 shades of tinted windows. Then attaches is nothing. Then you can have a weight, 3-point link, then empty weight block again, another weight, 3-point link, and back to normal. And then you got front loader attacher, quick or Hauer or none. Then the engine setup, you got the Puma 140 for 140 horsepower, 155 horsepower, 170, 185 is the highest it goes, back to 140. Got your rim colour and your license plate options at the bottom. Up next is the Class Cargos 8400, which is a forage wagon, $105,500 base model. Sorry for the squeaking, it's just the chair I'm in. 8 slots on console, 240 horsepower to operate and tow. It will take your hay, straw, silage, grass and chaff. You have Trailerborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back Trailerborg. You can have the silage additive tank on the front. So I guess if you're picking up silage, you might be able to put a bit of silage additive in it. And then your license plate option as well. Up next we have the Class Xerion 8900 5300, which is a harvester, $331,430 to buy the base model. It goes from 9,000 to 18,000 litre capacity, takes 19 slots on console. But they had this on PC, I'm pretty sure, but it gives you a lot of options. You can buy this outright as a smaller harvester, and then later on as you earn money, instead of buying a new harvester, you can just upgrade it if you want. So you have the Lexion 5300, the 5400, the 5500, the 6600, 6700, the 6800, the 6900, the 7400, the 7500, the 7600, 7700, 8700, 8800, and the 8900 being the biggest. Each of the times you change it, the capacity and the design changes. You then have Trailerborg, Vredestein, BKT, Midas, Continental, Michelin, Trailerborg. Wheel setup, you can have crawler track broad, crawler track, which just makes the crawler tracks at the front thinner, or back to standard. I like it with the broad tracks, but that's just me. Straw distribution widths, you can have it, throw it as wide as 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 14 meters, sorry, is the biggest you can go. So it will spread your straw distribution width at 14 meters at the back. You have different pipe lengths. So you have standard, I guess, then you have, so you got large, extra large, extra large, triple XL, 4XL, 7XL that folds there at the back bit, and then back to normal, and you got your license plate option as well. So very nice harvester there by Class. Up next is the Deutsche D16006 tractor. $45,000 to buy. All these tractors are medium ones as well. You'll find them under medium tractors in your shop. 7 slots on console. It is an articulating tractor. It's 45 grand to buy the base model. Same tyre options, Trailerborg, BKT, Continental, Midas, back to Trailerborg. Wheel setup is twins or none for all of them. You can have it at the moment without the motor cover, or you can have motor cover, yes, just covers the motor up. I like it without, but that's just mine. You can have it with or without the cab, up to you. Attaches, puts the 3-point link on the back or not. I find 3-point links are handy. Then you have main colour. We have the Deutsche green, black, municipal orange, and industrial yellow, which isn't too bad. And then under rim colour we have Deutsche red, we have a grey and a black, so you can mix it up a little bit. And then your license plate number as well. After that we have more Deutsche tractors. This is a pack. You get a Series 7 TTV and a Series 8 TTV tractor. So you get the Series 7 for $221,500 base model. 15 slots on console for the 7 series and 13 slots for the 8 series. So the 7 series you have standard or warrior. Warrior just puts some branding names and some chrome or silver plating around the exhaust, and the warrior badge on the side, I'm pretty sure. Yep, puts the warrior badge and a few more details. Trailerborg, Nokian, Vredestein, BKT, Midas, Continental, Michelin, back to Trailerborg. You have narrows, twins, twin rears, wide with weights, wides, standard wides with weights, wides, wheels with weights, back to standard. Interior you can have grey, light grey, dark grey, beige, back to light grey. On the front you can have halogen lights or LED lights. It just changes your lights there on the front. Front loader attachment for this one, you can have Hour or Quick. And then you have the 720/30 for 228 horsepower, 720/50 for 247, 720/50 HD for 247 as well. and then back to 228. And then down here you have paint color. So you have green, Java green, green matte, black and matte black. So you can have it look like the Warrior. It's more of a grey black, but still nice. The greens are slightly different. I don't mind the Java. It's a bit darker. But yeah, nice. And then your license plate as well. Same with the Series 8. It's 236,000 base model, 13 slots on console. No options at all. It is how it comes. And it's 287 horsepower. Pity there's no tyre options at least. But yeah, it's still not a bad tractor. Deutsche makes some cool looking tractors. Up next after that is another Fent Vario 900. This is the Gen 7, 280 grand to buy, base model, 16 slots on console. So we have Trailerborg, Nokian, Vredestein, BKT, Midas, Continental, Michelin, back to Trailerborg. Beacon lights, yeah, left, right, both or none. Warning signs. Looks like they might fold out, yes or no. And then we have the 930 Vario for 296, the 933 for 326 horsepower, the 936 Vario for 355, and the 939 for 385, and the 942 for 415, and back to 296. Main color we have Fent New Green, green, Fent Nature Green, black, Fent Petrol and Fur Green. So it's nice and dark if you like that. Got black, normal Fent Green, that's what I call it, and a bit like it looks a bit older. Rim colour we've got red, black, glossy grey and beige. Not a bad option. And then your license plate at the bottom. But that's the Fent. Next up is the Fent weight, 870 kilo weight, 2 grand to buy, comes as is basically. So it's 870 kilogram weight. Up, I'm pretty sure in the shop you can change the color of the bolts. Right, there it is there. So you can actually have it without equipment. You can have attachables silver, attachables yellow, and then main color you can have white, grey or yellow, which just changes the bolt slots, whatever they are on the front there. Nothing spectacular, but yeah, it basically is what it is. It's an 870 kilo weight, 2 slots on console. Up next is the Fleegal Asw 271 trailer. It will take all that crop down the bottom, so pretty much everything in game except for liquids. So it will take all your solids basically. 52,000 to buy. You can have it as a trailer or a manure spreader, so that's kind of cool, a 2-in-1. Trailerborg, Vredestein, BKT, Michelin, back to Trailerborg. There are no tyre options. You can have it without warning stripes, with red daylight stripes, orange stripes, white stripes, yellow stripes, or none. You can change the main colour from white to an olive green to a red, sort of a class green. They've got it as yellow and a grey. And your license plate option there as well. Holds 26 all the way up to 31,500 litres. Guess depending on what you're doing. 7 slots on console, spreads to 12 meters. After that we have the Floodlight trailer for $8,700 to purchase. So if you need some more lighting around your farm, this might be the way to go, because you can just move it around. You have the option of 2 bottom lights, 2 top lights, 4 lights, so 2 top and bottom, back to 2. Design, you can have, is there a beacon light? Show up on that, was there? Oh yes, beacon light on the top, or none. Main colour, anything from that palette, so you can have it red or orange for roadworks if you're gonna roleplay roadworks. And your license plate number option as well. That is the Floodlight trailer. I think pretty sure that mast goes up when you unfold it, the legs come down as well. And it's 1 slot on console. Up next is the grass bales. So these are just an add into when you go and buy your bales from the shop. They take 1 slot each, so for $1,500 you can buy a round bale, and for $2,100 you can buy a square bale. And it's the same, you can go 1 all the way up to 8, however many you need depending. And same with the square bales. So each bale will take 1 slot. So I guess if you get 8, that's 8 slots. But that's basically it. Grass bales. So I guess you could buy them and then wrap them and turn them into silage. That's the way you want to do it. And looks like each bale is 6,500 litres. So that's what, a 220 centimetre bale, I'm pretty sure, in square. They're 3,500 litres, so that's the 125s. Could be the 150s. I'm pretty sure it's the 125s. But yeah, 1 slot for each bale. That is a grass bale mod for the shop. Up next is the Deutsche Avant 45. This is $7,000 to buy, 80 horsepower to run. Will take 3 slots on console and works at 3 meters, 15 kilometers an hour. It is essentially a front cultivator. So you could put this on the front of your tractor, put a 3-meter seeder on the back, and you could seed and cultivate all in one hit. So you could cultivate as you're going along and then seed straight over the top if you wish. There are no options for this, it is how it comes, and that is pretty much it. Has bottle cap rollers on it and some spring steel tines, very nicely detailed. Not a bad mod at all. After that we have the Gens BA725D. This is under forestry, I'm pretty sure. $64,000 to buy, 105 horsepower required. Works at 5 kilometers an hour, will hold 5,000 litres. I take 4 slots on console, and it is essentially a wood chipper. You have tyre options of Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, and back to Trailerborg. And we have main colour, anything on that palette. So if you don't want the green, you could have it all black or brown for forestry work, or orange for high vis, and same with the rim colour. Can't miss it in the forest now. And it is essentially a wood chipper. You load the woods in there, chips it up, and it comes out the conveyor belt to load into a trailer at the back. Not bad at all. Up next is the KUHN Kultima, the L300. This is a cultivator, 140 horsepower required to pull, 3 slots on console, working width of 3 meters. And that's it. It's a 3-meter cultivator. Is how it is. It's still a very nice looking mod. Attaches with a 3-point link. Whack it on and you're cultivating at 3 meters. Very nice. say it'd be a deep cultivator too with those tines on it, so it probably will pull stones to the surface of your field. Up next is another weight. This is the Lizard Csw 300 weight, $750, 2 slots on console. Starts off at 150, then can have it at 300 kilos. Looks like it comes in a pack, so maybe you can add the weights or not, I'm not sure. You can change the colour, main colour, anything on that palette. So we could go John Deere green, John Deere yellow on the plate, so it will match your John Deere tractors. But yeah, essentially it is just 300 kilo weight at full capacity. Not too bad at all. Very nice. Up next is a pack of chisels for your farm. So they're subsoilers, or I'm pretty sure they're under cultivators actually. They're the Lizard frame chisel pack. So you get the frame, you get the famed 9 chisel. 18,750 to buy. Will take 3 slots on console, 100 horsepower required to pull it. Then you get the famed 13 chisel for 26,520, and those two are the same. They're the colours. You do get main colour red or green, and red and orange for the tines. You could have it as Amazon. They're the colours you want, which is fine. Same with this one. It's just a bit bigger. And then the third one in the pack is the FMD10 Front Chisel for $25,000, 3 slots on console, working width of 5.1 meters and working speed of 10 kilometers per hour. You will need 200 horsepower to operate it. It does go on the front of your tractor, not the back. And it's the same, you've got green and orange if you want the Amazon look. But same again, 5.1 meters wide, so if you had a seeder that's that wide on the back, this on the front, you could cultivate the ground and seed at the same time. Very nice. Up next is the Lizard PH Mini Sugar Beet Harvester, which is $8,000 to buy, 4 slots on console, 10 kilometers working speed, and will harvest your sugar beet. Goes on the back of your tractor. I don't think it'll top them. I think you will still have to buy a topper, but it looks like it will harvest them out of the ground and leave them in a nice neat row along your field. $8,000 to buy, no options. That is how it is. Pretty cool. Alright, after that we have another weight pack. We have the Lizard PT30 and the Wayfro weight. So PT30 is 1,950 to buy, take 1 slot on console. Options are 1,500 to 3,000. I'm pretty sure these are the ones that attach to the back of your telehandlers to add stability weight. You can change the color to anything on that palette, so you can match it to that. Looks better in the black, but yeah, each to their own. 1,500 or 3,000 kilos. Next one is the Wayfro weight for 1,500, also 1 slot on console. Has a 1,500 kilo option, a 2,000 kilo option, a 2,500 kilo option, back to 15. Main color, anything on that palette, and design color will obviously do your top weights. Very nice indeed. It may go on the back of your telehandlers as well. I know the PT30s did in FS19. Haven't tested it, so I'm not sure. I'm just assuming. After that we have the Lizard Special Low Loader, the TLS 39, 53,890 to buy, base model, 2 slots on console. Has a lot of choice colours, so main colour, anything on that palette, there is a lot. So pick what you like. Sidewalls, which changes the front bit up the front there. Then you've got reflector stripes, so you could go yellow down the side, something a bit brighter. There we go. You can change the tension belt colour, which is the belts that hold the ramp up on the back, to anything on that colour, so from black to yellow, fluoro green, grey, anything you like. Rim colour, anything on that palette. Even go chrome, even though polished metal looked more chrome than the chrome did. And your license plate option there as well. After that we have the Lizard Subsoiler. This guy was in FS19 but was slightly different. It's the 6 meter and the 9 meter, or the 6MT and 9MT. $17,000 base model, 3 slots on console, 320 horsepower to pull, and we'll go from 6 to 9 meters working width, and we'll work at 17 kilometers per hour. So you have the 6 meter one there, you can take it out to 9. Main color can change to anything, so you have class green and then red, so they could have a class one, or again John Deere if you like, totally up to you, but adds an extra 2,600 on the price if you go to the 9 meter. Up next is the Lizard trailer packs. You got the D83, then the D83 tipper. So I'm guessing one's a tipper, one's not. The non-tipper is 16,500 to buy. We'll take all those dry crops down the bottom. 8 slots on console for the D830, the D83 normal. 9 slots for the tipper version, and that will cost you 26,500 to buy. They do have options. You have a capacity from 8,720 to 15,450 to 16,700 to 17,460. Okay, back to 14,860, 23,500. Bale trailer with no sides, and then back to your capacities again. Wheel options, you got Continental, Lizard, Continental, so narrow twin wheels under Lizard, Continental, wide tires, number 3, 2, 1, just changes the tread up a bit. Bars, you can have the bars between the slats different colour or same colour. Sides, you can have flat or wavy depending on what you like. You can have a wooden or metal floor. Mud flaps just removes or places the front and rear mud flaps on the trailer. Yes or no, up to you. Attacher at the back puts a trailer hitch on the back so you can daisy chain these. Metal fenders, you can remove the front fenders only, and then you can change the chassis color to anything on that palette. Extension color, anything on that palette. Color 2 is the bars, and that's your cover color once you get the cover on. Rim color, anything on that palette right there, and then your license plate option. It's the same for the tipper pretty much. all the same options for the tipper. And then these two, the D616 and the D616 tipper. The non-tipper one is 19,500 to buy 9 slots on console. The tipper is 30,000 to buy 10 slots on console. And same options on both, except capacity is different. You have it as a bale trailer, 27,420, so slightly bigger than the other trailers, I think. Continental and Lizard. Bars, wavy, wood, metal, mud flaps, yes, no. Rear trailer hitch, metal fenders or no. And then all your colours. And that's it. I'm pretty sure the non-tipper one obviously doesn't tip. I'm not sure how that would operate. Maybe the side's just open and it pours out. I don't know. Sorry. Next after that pack is the Lizard wheel roller. So this is a silage roller. So it's like a silage weight for, might as well say $5,000. It's $4,999. Just rounding it up. It's 1 slot on console, working width of 3 meters. This thing's pretty crazy. You got Trailerborg, Michelin, Midas, Nokian, Lizard, back to Trailerborg. Then you've got the TM800s, twin wheels, 422 SB, the 428 SBs, and back again. Michelin, you got cargo bibs, X bib HF, cargo X bib, massive tires. Extra weight increase from water. Can go all the way up to 2.5 tons by putting water in the tires. Main color, anything on that pallet if you like. And that's it for the rollers. Each tire will have its own. They're pretty cute, pretty cool. I think I like the Michelins. It's huge. Okay, up next is the Massey Ferguson 8S. There is one of these in the base game. Not much has changed. All the options are the same. It's still 16 slots on console. It's the same price at $202,000 for base model. So you got all the same options on tires, warning signs on or off, front attacher, yes, Hauer or quick, same horsepower. You just have different color options. You have red, black, Fent petrol, which isn't not a bad color, like a green and a darker green. Rim colors we have white, red, black, gloss grey and beige. So not too bad. And your license plate number. We do have a standard one of these in game, but yeah, you just get more colour options with this modded one. After that we have the Massey Ferguson 8700S, 250 grand to buy, goes up to 405 horsepower, 8 slots on console. No options at all, it comes as is. Still not a bad looking tractor. Decent horsepower. Now we've got configurations, okay. So, wonder why that took so long to come in. Got Trailerborg, Nokian, Verstein, BKT, Midas, Continental, Michelin. Let's try that again. Okay, now it's working. Different tyre options as normal. Warning signs. And you've got your engines all the way up to 405, so the 8727 at 300, 8730 at 325, 8732 at 350, 8735 at 380, and 8737 at 400, and 8740S at 405, and your license plate number if you wish to have it. That's the Massey Ferguson 8700S. Up next is the MD MS1, $500. It is basically a bale loader, 3-point link. That's where you'll find it, under bale loaders. No options, comes as is. Takes one slot on console, $500. Up next is the New Holland CR1090 Revelation Harvester. So this is a bit of a pack as well. So you get the harvester for $430,000. No options bar a license plate. That's it, comes as is. It's still not a bad looking harvester, 700 horsepower, 14,500 litre capacity, so fairly decent size. Also comes with a 12 meter very feed header for 70,500, so you'll need a trailer to put that one on. Then you get the New Holland 3162 Superflex Draper header for 45 feet, 89,000 for that 13.7 meters wide. And then you get the corn and sunflower header at the end for $88,000. Does corn and sunflower, 10 meters wide, and the slot counts on all of those is 9 for the 980 CR header, 8 slots for the Superflex Draper, 10 slots for the very feed header, and 6 slots for the harvester itself. Okay, up next is the New Holland SP400F, which is a self-propelled sprayer. Will take herbicide and liquid fertilizer, $259,000, holds 6,057 litres of either. Is 8 slots on console, 12 kilometers working speed, 36 meter spread, has no options, just a number plate. Pretty sure this was in FS19 as well, but it's a very nice looking sprayer. 400 horsepower, 36 meter spread, not too bad. Up next is, returning from FS19, is the Lizard pickup. So we have the 1978 Lizard pickup for 20 grand. No options, only colours of that palette and a number plate. And then we have the Lizard pickup 2014 for 45,000. We have the main colour, that, and design colour of that, which is your rims, and then you have the license plate if you wish. Not a bad looking set of utility vehicles. The 1978 will take 4 slots and the 2014 will take 5 slots on console. Both travel at 120 kilometers an hour, and the diesel capacity changes from 80 litres to 120. Next after that is the Pottinger Vario 5010D. It's another forage trailer. So it will pick up the forage off the ground like the others. 75,500 to buy, 32,000 litre capacity, 9 slots on console. Will take hay, straw, grass, silage and chaff. Wheel options, trailer borg, Michelin, VKT, Vredestein, trailer and back to trailer borg. Silage additive tank on the front if you wish, and a license plate option as well. But that's pretty much it for that forage trailer. Still not a bad looking bit of gear. Not bad capacity at 32,000 litres either. Oh yeah, that is the Pottinger Faro 5010D. Oh, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there, guys. If you're with me this long, thanks for sticking with me. Next up is the Macker Vertigo pack. This is a pack of 2 TMR food mixes. The first one is the Vertigo 120 at 18,500, holds 12,000 litres of food when you mix it, and takes 4 slots on console. The only options is you can change the trailer hitch from high to low, and wheel setup from standard to wide. 90 horsepower to run this little fella. As you can see, it is just a food mixer. Then we've got his bigger brother in the Vertigo 180 for 30,500, 4 slots on console. It holds 18,000 litres instead of the 12. 140 horsepower required to run, and takes all of the same stuff. So it takes TMR, your mineral feed, your hay, silage, straw, chaff. So yeah, it's just a bit bigger, so it's a dual axle, same options, upper or lower trailer hitch point, standard, wide or standard tyres. And that is it, guys, for the Macker Vertigo TMR mixers. Up next is the seed and fertilizer bags. They're $50 each, 1 slot on console each. So you can pick these up, and if you're into role playing, you can use these as to fill your seeders and fertilizers by hand. 50 litre bag, $50. Pretty cheap, really. Same for the fertilizer, that's pretty cheap fertilizer. 50 litres for $50. It's probably the cheapest fertilizer in the game at this stage. But that's pretty much them. Not a bad option if you want to go that way, or if you're playing a survival series, these might be handy. Up next is the self-made bale fork. It's $850 to buy, 1 slot on console. This is under miscellaneous in your tool menu, not under bale fork, so I thought it was there, but it's not. The only options you get is the colours, so you can have it to any colour you want. Again, case if you want. So main colour does the frame, design does the spikes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Self-made bale fork. After that, we have the sour weight pack. So you get 4 weights in this pack. So you get the SB 700, SB 1000, SB 1600, and the SM 2400. The 700 is $650 to buy, 2 slots on console. Come as they are, only you can change the colour if you wish, which is pretty cool. So you can have them match the tractor that you have on your farm if you wish. They all have those same options. The only difference is the 1000 is a 1 ton weight, 1600 is 1.6 ton, and the 2400 is obviously 2.4 ton in weight. And the price goes up from $650 to $900 to $1450 to $2150, and they're all 2 slots on console for each weight. And last but not least, for all the mods, finally I'm at the end. I'm glad I am. There was a lot dropped. I hope you stuck with me. I hope you get the information that you wanted. This is the big bag lifter, which we have one of these under front loaders, but this one is for telehandlers. It's $1,800 to buy, takes 1 slot on console. So this one you'll find under the telehandler option in your tools. And yeah, it picks up 2 big bags of whatever, seed, fertilizer, lime, whatever you buy. It's basically like the one for the front loader, only it's just for the telehandler. Very handy tool to have, so you can put that on your telehandler and use that instead of on your front loader on your tractor. So yeah, very nice bit of gear, could be pretty handy. 1800 bucks to buy, 1 slot on console. Alright, we are back. So the mod down, also the new mod out is a new mod map, which is Alien Jim's No Man's Land. So if you haven't checked that out on FS19, jump right in and go and grab it on FS22. It was a pretty cool map. Alien Jim is a pretty cool map maker, so go check it out. It's a good for survival play map. But anyway, here are the mods, hopefully, that I just showed you off. So the new Holland Revelation is made by Taxi 007, will take 13.42 megabytes to download. The Deutsche Fast D1606 is made by Vectorman, takes 15.96 megabytes to download. The next one is the Deutsche Fast Series 7 and 8, which is by Red Cat 3D, 23.23 megabytes to download. The Case Ih Puma 14085 is by Agritono, 10.02 megabytes to download. The Case Ih 7200 series, is by Matt26 and it takes 38.44 megabytes to download. The new Holland SP400F is by Landev, 15.25 megabytes to download. The Lizard Trailer Pack is by Castan18. The Flork is 45.90 megabytes to download. Class Cargos 8400 is by Schnibble Modding, is 14.85 megabytes to download. The Pertinger Faro 5010D is by Schnibble Modding as well and is 8.28 megabytes to download. The Fleegal Asw 271 is by Dunes and it is 5.4 megabytes to download. The Gens B8725D is by Camilleos 0397, 7.31 megabytes to download. The Lizard Fame Chisel Pack is by KRKZ Modding, it is 12.37 megabytes to download. Telehandler Big Bag Lifter is by Taxi 007, it is 0.33 megabytes to download. The Fent Weights 870 kilogram is by MB Track Power for 1.19 megabytes to download. The Grass Bale mod is by LSMT Modding and Team Stefan, 0.06 megabytes to download. It's not a very big one there. The Multi-Production Factory is again by LSMT Modding and Team Agestar. It is 1.91 megabytes to download. Stone Crushing Line Production with Lights is by Flusty94 for 2.49 megabytes to download. The Forage Factory is by LSMT Modding Team Agestar. It is 2.99 megabytes to download. The Lime Factory is by Team IWMM and is 4.14 megabytes to download. The Small Wooden Shelter is 6.45 megabytes to download and is by Stefan 1997. The Silage Silo Pack is by Austri and is 0.16 megabytes to download. The Diesel Buy Station is by Camilleos 0397 and is 0.14 megabytes to download. Meridian Milk Tank is by Marcus LS Modding Team and is 0.22 megabytes to download. The Brick House for Dogs is by Team IWMM and is 3.69 megabytes to download. The Class Xerion 8900 5300 is by Geft25 and is 15.39 megabytes to download. The Fent Vario 900 Gen 7 is by Schnibble and is 12.87 megabytes to download. The Massey Ferguson 8S is by Schnibble Modding and is 13.44 megabytes to download. The Massey Ferguson 8700S is by Blauer and is 14.76 megabytes to download. The Pickups Pack is by Adams Kong. It is 14.58 megabytes to download. The Bergmann Tsw 7340S is by Nico Pix and it's 11.42 megabytes to download. The Lizard Special Low Loader TLS39 is by HR Forst und Verzeugbau and it is 3.93 megabytes to download. The Macker Vertigo Pack is by Mefiu FS and is 7.93 megabytes to download. The Lizard Subsoiler 6MT9MT is by Black Sheep Modding and it's 3.97 megabytes to download. The Lizard PH Mini Sugar Beet Harvester is by EY Modding, 2.33 megabytes to download. The KUHN Kultima L300 is by Mefiu FS for 4.03 megabytes. The Lizard Wheel Roller is by HR Forst und Verzeugbau and is 0.65 megabytes to download. The MDMS1 is by Michaels and is 0.81 megabytes to download. The Bale Spike is by Arm Team and is 0.98 megabytes to download. The Self-Made Bale Fork is by FBX Modding, 0.87 megabytes to download. Okay, so the Sour Weight Pack is by RC3D Platz Hirsch Group, if I've said that right. 2.17 megabytes to download. The Lizard CSW 300 weight is by Red Phoenix, 1.24 megabytes to download. The adjustable weight is by EY Modding and is 0.70 megabytes to download. The Christmas Pack by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir is by 5.30 megabytes to download. The Catrol and Pigtrol diesel tanks are by Famari 99 at 4.1 megabytes to download. The US Workshop is by Zowave 93. I hope I've said that right. 1.66 megabytes. The Bee House is by Mefiu FS for 4.43 megabytes. The Traffic Warning Signs is by Shaba, 1.08 megabytes to download. The Placeable Ramp is by Pitsy and Vanquish 081, 1.96 megabytes to download. The Gutler Avant 45 is by Vertex Designs for 4.16 megabytes. The Floodlight trailer is by ETA La Choice, or ETA La Ma Choice, 1.44 megabytes to download. The Lizard PW weight set is Vanquish 081 and is 1.36 megabytes to download. The Seed Fertilizer bag is by Rick Black Label TWD Modding and is 0.32 megabytes to download. And that's it, guys. That's all the mods and the download sizes. I hope you have a good day, evening and good night wherever you may be. I'll see you in the next video and thanks for watching.